So now that we've seen a lot of what AWS can offer from S3 to Athena to QuickSight and Redshift to Glue to how we can store our data, how we can upload our data, how we can keep it private or public, some of the stuff that we can do with Python within Amazon and how we can actually start to do some analytics and visualizations. Now that we've had some examples and seen it, we really want to take a recap of the whole AWS offerings and some takeaways and just from 100 feet up, the Amazon overview. So there's 4 types of services offered. The first one is the compute analytics services. These are often referred to as cloud services. These services allow users to configure and utilize servers remotely. Amazon deals with the actual hardware and the requirements for physical security and availability. The Amazon customer specifies the type of machine, the memory, processors, and operating systems that they want to use. Once the configuration order is placed, Amazon stands up a virtual machine meeting the customer's order, unless you order and pay additional costs for a dedicated piece of hardware. These are security and regulatory reasons why this option may be needed, but generally, the preferred option is a virtual machine. The analytics available under this category are Athena for querying data in an S3 instance, Elastic MapReduce for Hadoop, and QuickSight. In this presentation, we've seen how Athena can work on querying data, and within S3, what the type of analytics we can actually do. QuickSight, we've seen a bit of the visualizations that we can actually use and how they actually work. We haven't touched too much on MapReduce and Hadoop, but overall, you can actually see some of what you can actually do with the analytics part of AWS. So the second part is storage, and these services are simply storage you can rent from Amazon. Lots of different use cases, but the most common ones included remote backup and storage, application hosting, usually in conjunction with other AWS products, media hosting, and software delivery. Amazon offers 2 products in storage, S3 or simple storage service, and Glacier. 3 is a database. So most interesting to our class with no bias, but these AWS offerings include DynamoDB, Amazon RDBS, Amazon Redshift, Amazon Aurora, and Glue, and which isn't strictly a database, but rather ETL as a service. Each of these offerings have been discussed earlier in the presentation, but the takeaway is you can access almost any type of database on Amazon, including Rational, most types of NoSQL, as well as Amazon's own NoSQL flavor and Redshift. 4 is networking. So probably the least well-known group of Amazon service, the networking option allows clients to move the burden of much of the back-end configuration of critical networking functions, such as DNS, load balancing, routing, and virtual private cloud computing to Amazon. By working with Amazon to handle these plumbing tasks, a client can leverage the scale of Amazon's bandwidth to help defeat distributed denial of service attacks, direct attacks on DNS servers, prevent microconfigurations of virtual private networks, and reduce the attack surface of their AWS service by using encryption, user verification, and shared trust.